Hey there, this is Rodney Atkins. How's it going?
Good. Rodney Atkins, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm not trying to age you by any means, Rodney Atkins, but you've been doing this country thing for a long time. What drives you to keep wanting to do music?
Oh man, it's the people. It's I love the music and relating to folks, and it's just, I guess it's not just it's a hobby, and it's what I get to do. I love every aspect of it, man. The creative stuff of writing songs to making the records to going out, and I love every part of it, man.
Everybody has their own therapy, we'll say. Like for me, talking in front of a microphone is my therapy. Was yours be writing music or performing music or a combination of both?
Yeah, it's a combination of both for sure. I mean, I think that, being creative is definitely healthy, whatever aspect of your job might be. Things that we do, being creative, especially when you get to be creative that can touch other folks' lives, I think that's when we're at our happy. So writing songs, yeah, I'm not a good multitasker. Like I can write and be in that mindset, and then the making the record, the producing part, you kind of got to have a different kind of thought pattern happening. But ultimately going out and getting to sing songs with the people out there is my favorite part.
You got this new song out, which is just awesome, called Caught Up in the Country. It's your first single in 4 years. What's it like now? I mean, that song is hot. Everybody's singing it. What's that like for you? It's been a few years since you've had a song shoot off like that. I mean, that's got to be like a super big high for you.
Dude, it's a blast. It is. It's a super big high, as you put it. It's because I dig in and spend 4 or 5 years making these records, sweat every detail, and that's what you're hoping for, is that folks will hear it and it will hit them in the same way. And when we get to go out now that the song's been out a couple weeks and people are singing the words back to you already, and you're hearing stories, that's my jam, man, that's my tune. And I love it. It's that if there is a high in this, it's knowing that a song right now is so fun, because this is when I don't know what you call it, the juice, the energy starts building up, and it's just really exciting, man. So
when it comes to making records, I read that when you're producing and writing stuff, you are an absolute perfectionist. You will work on every little piece of the song until it's 110% right. Is there anything else that you would consider yourself a perfectionist when it comes to things like writing music? Is there anything else in life that you do where you're like, I have to make sure it's legit perfect before anybody sees it, or I do this, or I cook it, or what have you?
That's funny. I'm a details guy. I'm detail-oriented. Whether I'm writing songs, I'll look at every line. I'll make co-writers crazy when I'm working on tunes, because I want to look at every angle of it and make sure we're saying it the best way we can say it. And I want hooks inside of hooks, But I'm that way if I just put a new deck on the back of our house, man, every little deck screw and every board and all that stuff. I just enjoy the details.
Is it one of those multi-level decks where there's like a awkward step, or is it one solid flat level?
This one's just one solid flat level.
Everybody's going to love you for that, Rodney, because there's always that one person that trips going to the next level or stepping up,
Oh, dude, I know. Yeah, they'll piss you off for sure, especially in the dark.
What's the strangest thing a fan has ever given to you when you've been on the road? I have a buddy who once the guy offered him to take a drink out of his prosthetic leg, and I'm like, that is the beyond most craziest thing I think I've ever heard of in my life.
That's funny, man. I did have somebody try to give me their prosthetic leg one time, and I turned them down. I said, no, I think you need that. You need to hang on to that. But I appreciate it.
It's interesting to talk to people, whether they're musicians, maybe they're carpenters, maybe they're doctors or scientists, whatever their occupation may be. But it always seems like there's something that comes along in life, on that road of life, that gets you into that. Like you mentioned how like you're rejuvenated, it almost seems like. Is there anything that happened, or maybe you woke up and just had an epiphany, like, you know what? This is what I do. This is what I do for fun. I want to make sure it's the best I can do regardless of what. I'm not going to let anything or anyone stop me.
There's probably several things. There's, obviously having a beautiful, loving, encouraging wife is huge. Got a son that's 16 and a 6-month-old. With my 16-year-old, I find that we're at a place where we talk about guy stuff. We talk about life stuff too, and he's asking more questions about how do you maintain a work ethic like that, and he wants to learn about personal discipline and things like that. So as I become more aware of those things, talking with him, I think they affect me and make me take my game to another place than it's ever been before.
Kids and a good wife will do that to any man, no matter how bad they were in the past or how good they think they were. They're never their best until there's a woman and kids behind you. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Rodney Atkins, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me this morning. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.